hilarious Lil Rel Howery. Okay, you've got a lot going on. So first, let's talk about your involvement with the streaming app kweliTV. You're the head of comedy for the app. So what made you want to join the company?
Well, you know what's crazy when we was down, I feel like I kept watching the same exact things. I just wanted to see us more on film and TV and more documentaries. I stumbled on it on Twitter from an advertisement. I was like, "What's Quelly TV?" Downloaded the app, binge watched these documentaries, these features, these shorts. It was so much amazing culture on it from all around the world. And I'm like, yo, who doing this? And I've already, what's crazy? I was sitting around thinking about how I felt like I kind of wanted my own streaming service or something like that, or just wear an executive hat. I wanted to be able to start greenlighting things. And just someone told me to DM. I DM Quelly TV. Deshauna Spencer, who's the CEO, creator of Quelly TV, she hit me right back. We ended up having a phone conversation. We talked for hours. I was so impressed with this amazing black woman was doing on her own and her intention and why she was doing it. What she does for these content creators and filmmakers is just giving and brilliant. And we talk, and she said, "Well, would you mind?" Because I'm like, "Well, the comedy channel is okay. I think I could bring more to that, right?" And she's like, "Would you love to be head of comedy?" I'm like, "Yeah," because something too. I always wonder why a lot of the studios and networks don't hire seasoned veteran comedians
Right.
to be execs at these places.
Right.
When we talk about
smart.
people
That's
creating
what
TV
so
shows,
smart.
films, all that stuff. It would be nice to see a lot of them in those positions to green light things because guess what? They've made successful stuff. They obviously know what's funny and what people want to see. So like to do this, it's been a blessing in disguise. I mean, like, I've been curating so many. I met so many filmmakers, and like they've inspired me. These because they're doing stuff with their own money and from nothing and making stuff that look brilliant and it's funny and it's creative. And I love the fact it's showing different type of humor from different type of black people.
Yeah.
Where people tend to think we're one type of humor.
Right, one
No. We
dimension,
got
right.
sci-fi stuff. We got weird stuff. We got silly stuff. We got dark comedies. We got everything. It's such a from around the world, which is even crazy. I've had to talk to people like, once we pick up their projects, I literally get on the Zoom, meet them, talk to them, ask them all the questions about their process. And I'm talking about sometimes those calls be like 3 a.m. because I'm talking to somebody in South Africa, So
Right.
it's been a blessing. Shout out to Deshauna Spencer for letting me be a part of her vision. And man, we coming. I'm very excited about the things we're doing.
We are so excited. And something else we are excited on is, are you working on some stand-up for us? Any new stand-up material?
Yeah, so I recorded a comedy album in Nashville like a couple months ago. So, man, I think personally this is my best work. It was the first time I went on stage in like a year and a half. And I did a couple things. First of all, I wore a suit on stage. I've never done that on purpose. Never in any comedy. I was like, something, I need to level up. And I'm gonna tell you something, Lonnie, it's so funny. That's not like that, but I've never had women cheer like that before when I got on stage. The first time, I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna keep doing this thing. But it was
Nice.
it was man, it was very honest. I was just talking about things I was going through during the pandemic. I think this is my best work, and it's just an album. I didn't want to shoot a special. I just wanted to be an album. I wanted to go old school. I took old school photos backstage, like a good album cover, and I'm actually gonna get some vinyls printed up and just send them to like people's
that's
gifts.
a great idea.
But I'm excited about it. This is a
Can't
straight up
wait.
comedy album. I went old school with it, and I'm proud of it.
Yes.
That
All
is
right.
so dope. Like, I love that you're going retro with it, but you have so much going on. We're talking literally from Garcelle mentioning the Oscars to your children to being an incredible dad to this comedy album that we can't wait for. And you've also got to talk about your new game show that you host. It's called Small Fortune. How do you play?
Well, this is a game they acquired from the UK. And I've been asked to do game shows. I'm like, it has to be something really unique. I was on board right away. These games is a bunch of tiny games and these beautiful built tiny models of real stuff like a Statue of Liberty and these different things. And you just playing little games that look easy. People think it's easy when they see it. Like you could just flick that up. It ain't easy because when you got your nerves in there, you talking about winning up to $250,000. Watching people have the
that's a lot of
shakes it's not funny. But it's funny, right? Because it's like you get really nervous about little tiny stuff. But it was so much
gotta see
fun.
this.
All the teams were really fun. I think America is going to be impressed with like me talking to all these different types of Americans from all over. And it's
Yes.
a lot of, it's going to be beautiful to watch. And man, I'm excited for y'all to see it. I don't want to give too much away, but these
We
are
wanna
tiny
see it.
games.
See it right now.
They're not easy.
We got a clip of you in action on Small Fortune, so let's check this out.
Prepare for an epic journey around the world as competitors face the toughest challenges of their lives. Teams pushed to their absolute limits. And the teeniest, tiniest games ever seen on TV.
Tiny games, but they tough.
That looks
That's
like it's going to be a
crazy.
blast. Lil Rel, thank you so much for being with us today. We always have so much fun when you stop by, bruh. Don't be a stranger. Make sure you check out Small Fortune when it premieres May 31st at 10 p.m. on NBC.